Tom Fitzmorris, colorful New Orleans food critic, dies at 74. In print, online and on the radio, he parlayed his savant's mastery of his city's restaurant menus and a love of the spotlight into a career that spanned 5 decades. Tom Fitzmorris, the prolific and persnickety New Orleans restaurant critic who spent 3 hours a day, 5 days a week discussing food on his radio show and wrote what by his estimation was America's longest-running weekly restaurant review column by a single author, died on February 12 in New Orleans. He was 74. His wife, Marion Connell, said the cause of his death, in a hospital, was complications of Alzheimer's disease, which he had had for a decade. Mr. Fitzmorris was one of those colorful, only in New Orleans personalities who would have to be invented if they didn't already exist. And invent himself is essentially what he did, parlaying a savant's mastery of New Orleans restaurant menus and a love of the spotlight into a career that spanned 5 decades. If Tom was 30 years old today, he would be the #1 food influencer and have 30 million followers, said Justin Kennedy, the general manager at Parkway Bakery and Tavern, where the po' boys, the city's favorite sandwich, rank among the best. Mr. Kennedy grew up listening to Mr. Fitzmorris, who eventually invited him to step in as an occasional substitute host of his radio show.